All right, guys, I have been requested to make a video on social posting, so I'm going to go ahead and do that for all those who are interested. Obviously, you can see I'm already signed in to Command, and the first thing I'm going to want to do is create a design to post, because there's a couple different ways that you can post through Command. So I'm going to go to my Design tab, which is right over here. It's the little pad with the pin on it. If you ever get confused on what's what, you can just click the KW at the top. It will open up a bar that shows you what everything is. Click on what you need. Okay, I'm in the design section now. So we are going to pretend that we are going to create a new social post. So if we're going to do that, we're going to go down here to this green button, click the plus sign. This will pop up here for us. We can then click social and then next. You'll notice on the left-hand side of the screen, we've got different categories that we can pick from. We can also click on the new design section to see what some of the new stuff is that they've come out with. Pretty nice looking stuff. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and create a advertisement for my listing. This is something that I've got for sale. You'll notice when I click on for sale, I've got different tabs right here that I can click on depending on which area I want to post it in. This just kind of helps you get the correct size for the advertisement. I'm going to stick with Facebook. So then now we're just going to kind of come down through here and click on one that we want to use. Let's see. These are some of the newer ones that they're coming out with. Let's use this one. So in order to use it, when you hover over it, you'll notice this button pops up that says use with a little pencil and it's red. So you click that use button. It'll then bring us into an area where we can manipulate the image. Very nice. Obviously, this is not the home that I want to advertise. So for me, the first thing that I would want to do is I want to pull my listing up to advertise. How you can do that is, if you'll notice over here on the far left-hand side of the screen, we have image, text, icons, logos, and KWLS. If you click KWLS, you then can search for the address, the MLS number, the listing agent, or by the co-listing agent. I find when you search for the address, because the KWLS is connected to everyone's MLS, it tends to give you a long list of things to search by. I'll show you. Oh, pulled me to the top. Wonderful. Super excited to see about that. But I did put Gray, Tennessee. That was a good thing to put in there. But I've seen a lot of people just search with 1082 Coeur d'Alene, and then they get all these 1082 Coeur d'Alenes and they have to sift through it. I'm going to select it. What that's then going to do is it's going to pull over all the images from the MLS, and it's going to pull over the listing details for me, which is really nice. So we're going to select photo. Instead of clicking on the photo and adding it to this and trying to reposition it, what I can do is I can click the photo that's on, click the photo that's on the social post already. Be very careful. And then I can come over here and I can hover over the images and you'll see the replace tab. This is of a kitchen, so let me just change this to an image of this home's kitchen. It's a good one. Okay, there it is. It brought it over for me and threw it in there. If I don't particularly like how it landed or the position of it, I can simply double click the image, and now it will let me click and drag that image to fit the way that I feel it should be fitting. And then I'll just hit the done button. Now obviously this is not the address of my property, so that's where the listing details comes in handy. I can click on the address that they have in the advertisement, and then you'll see that that replace button has all of a sudden popped up over here. Click that. It's then going to place in there with the same font and style the address. I'm going to change this to say Gray, Tennessee. Looks all nice. I can then click on this bedroom, bathroom kind of section here. If I double click, it will then let me go within the bar. I'm checking my square footage on the left-hand side of the screen. I'm just bringing it over. I could even add some information to this line if I wanted, but I'm just going to keep it simple and leave it the way it is. Each office is independently owned and operated, is up there in the corner. I can click this DBA logo down here. Make sure I'm on it. You'll notice that the frame is coming up instead of the logo, so you want to be careful there. Make sure you're clicking the right thing. If I click on logos, I can then swap it out. And it made it the same size. If I didn't want to do it that way, I could simply click the logo and it would add it on there for me. I'm going to make the logo just a little bit bigger because I like to include my logo. My logo cannot be bigger than the K. Something I can do, which is pretty cool, is if I wanted, I could make this Keller Williams of Johnson City really big, place it in the center here, then click this button here and make it slightly see-through. And I could make mine a little bit bigger, put it underneath it. Make that slightly see-through. So now it's a nice advertisement. Keller Williams of Johnson City is big, but you can still see the image. Now, you're going to want to give it a name, which is over here on the right-hand side. And then on the left-hand side of the screen, you're going to want to hover over File and hit Save. That's going to ensure that the image is saved. And now you have two options. Three, really. You can download it and then post it on Facebook if you like. Or you can simply click this button here that says Share. That is going to pop up this little window. You can tell it where you want it to share. You don't have to type anything in this message box, but if you just want to go ahead and type it and get it over with, you can. Or you can hit share. And so long as you've connected everything in your settings window, this will pop up and you can see this is my personal Facebook page. I don't want to post this to my personal Facebook page. I want to paste this to a page that I manage. And because I have connected my real estate page, it goes ahead and associates that with this. And then I can type in whatever I want it to say. Beautiful home on 22 acres for sale. Just be sure to put in the Market Center's address and their phone number to be compliant. Make sure that it says each office is independently owned and operated. If it doesn't say it on the image somewhere, make sure to put it in your subject. And then I would just simply click post to Facebook. But if I wanted to schedule this for later instead of posting it right now, what I would need to do is I would go to click done right here. I would come over to the campaign section, which is the little foghorn. You'll notice the tabs up at the top here. I would come all the way over to social post. That's going to bring me to this section here. It's going to show me a week, but then I can do a drop down arrow and click month. That'll give me a calendar for the month. Say I wanted it to post on the 27th. I would just simply click the 27th. I would type in whatever I wanted to say. I can then click Browse from Design Library. If I just created it, it's usually the first thing that pops up there. Obviously, I don't want it to be a square. You'll notice all the gray section it's going to cut off of it. Do a drop down, hit wide, and it'll include everything in the image now. Crop image. I already have the logo on there, but if you don't have the logo on there, you can click here and then download the Market Center logo and it'll put it on there, either the right-hand corner or the left-hand corner. I'm going to change the time this posts to 2 p.m. and schedule post. It'll then give me a preview of what it's going to look like. Schedule, and then once that day comes, it'll post it on my Facebook for me automatically. So that is how you use Command to schedule posts. Just be sure to remember that you have to have your market profile filled out, and in settings, make sure your Facebook accounts are connected. Hope this is helpful. You guys have a great day.